Thank you for joining and listening to www.lifeenhancementradio.com. And thank you for joining the show. That's my song with your host, Desiree Marcano. Hey, Soul Circle. Hey, family, how are you? Thank you so much for dropping by and spending some time with me. Taking your valuable time to spend time with me. Your girl, your family member, your host, Desiree, on That's My Song on www.lifeenhancementradio.com. Where the ultimate goal is definitely to enhance lives, to empower people, and not to drag people down with just baseless, foundationless conversation. And, definitely that's here on That's My Song. But it's done around music because I love music, and I think music, through its lyrics, it does say a lot. So, thank you. Mwah! Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. So, don't forget, you can definitely go to www.lifeenhancementradio.com and catch all of the past podcasts from myself and all of the great, wonderful, and awesome hosts. Past shows, current shows, and just to find out about the radio station. Alrighty? So, I hope you all had a good day, because yet again, another very, a topic that's chock full of conversation. It's chock full of conversation. So, today is definitely, put a cap in that. And then let's revisit Detroit in 1967, right? Put a cap in that. And then let's revisit Detroit in 1967. So what exactly is that about? Like today, I was going to only talk with my Soul Circle family about Colin Kaepernick, the football player, and all of the stuff that comes with him. Because that's a lot of ish that's going on, right? With the NFL and just, society. And I'm from Baltimore, so I am Baltimore Ravens. So I stand with Colin Kaepernick, and I wanted him to come to Baltimore. And I know many people do, and many people don't. But the foundation, we'll discuss in terms of why they don't and why they do, and why I do, right? So that's the first one. That's Colin Kaepernick. And then the second issue is about the whole Let's Revisit Detroit from 1967. That's about that new film that just came out, which is called Detroit. And I did have the great opportunity to see that film. That goes over an age-old, centuries, 3, 4, 5 centuries since the slaves landed in America, the issue of race here in America. And that's like a real issue. And you can see that, you can see it in Hollywood. Like you can totally see it in Hollywood. And this movie is one of those clear indicators of there is an issue because, we'll get into that about that movie, Detroit. So, take a seat, relax yourself, throw off your shoes, find your favorite pillow, relax with me, light your Nag Champa incense, because I love Nag Champa. Get your libations, be that water or whatever it is that makes you, relax. Please, definitely, get some of that. But we are going to, we're going to be going back and forth. We're going to go with the ebb and flow of the whole Colin Kaepernick and the NFL situation and how it relates to Detroit as I see it, as I want to discuss with you, family, with the Soul Circle, so that you can dig deep into your soul and, tell me what you think. Definitely tell me what you think. But we're going to start off with how this all starts off, and that is the NFL theme song. And I want you to just hear this because it's about to come up. And this has a big part in the whole Colin Kaepernick controversy. Oh my goodness, that's like, well, it's CKC, but it's all cuh. But the Colin Kaepernick controversy is the NFL. So here we go with the NFL theme song. So that is the NFL theme song because it's that time. It's that time, and everyone that watches football, loves football, participates in that whole football. So we're leaving basketball, baseball, and we're going into the football season. So that's the whole NFL theme, and that generally, I know for me, gets me all hyped. I'm ready to see the Ravens because that's my team. That definitely is my team. Did a past show on the Baltimore Ravens. And because I'm from Baltimore, I'm a B-more girl. I'm a Baltimore girl. I am a East Coast Baltimore girl. Even though I do love travel and I'll go anywhere, but this definitely is where my roots and my issues are here in Baltimore. So, but this now is one of my issues, right? That whole Baltimore Ravens and the Colin Kaepernick and just that whole situation. So that's why I started with the NFL theme song. Get you hyped up, get you lit for the NFL season. And that is the NFL theme song that you're going to hear much of it. There's a challenge going on right now, and the challenge is, okay, with this Colin Kaepernick controversy, to have the NFL learn and to really pay attention to the wrongs, as I call them wrongs, their motions, their behaviors, then don't watch the NFL. And that right there is a hurtful thing, right? Because you're taking money out of their pockets. And so when you have owners that every year they're taking home millions and millions of dollars, you have players that's taking home millions of dollars and hundreds of thousands of dollars. When you absent the NFL audience, that becomes the problem. And so that is part of that NFL challenge. It's like, if you stand with Kaepernick, then don't do the NFL this year, right? So definitely something to think about. So Soul Circle family, Colin Kaepernick. Colin Kaepernick was the San Francisco 49ers quarterback. We had one Harbaugh, and then the 49ers had the other Harbaugh. It was two brothers that had teams that were coaching teams. The one 49ers coach left. Not sure what those politics were all about, but he left. But his star quarterback was Colin Kaepernick. He's the one that brought Colin Kaepernick on. He was the one who made him the starting quarterback. And football kind of rolls like that. Like the coach will bring in, it's almost like a CEO of any company. They come in and they bring their, they bring their people. Like all of a sudden in a company that was one way, once there's a new president, they'll bring in like a new vice president. They'll bring in the new director of marketing. They'll bring in the new director of sales. They bring in their team. to, surround them as they start on this venture of the president of this new company. But that's what I think about when I think of the 49ers and Colin Kaepernick and his relationship with Harbaugh, but Harbaugh is not there anymore. So there's a new coach. And so it seems like the relationship definitely disrupted. So one of the motivating forces that I say, remember this is all my opinion, one of the motivating forces to help disrupt it, because if he certainly was somebody that could win every game, nobody would release him at all. We know that. Regardless of the relationship, unless they feel like whomever they are supporting, they can bring them in and they can outdo whomever they are about to release, right? So we get that whole, the whole mathematics of that, right? So I certainly do feel like one of the motivating forces to, that Colin, because they in several reports it says that Colin stepped away. Right? When Harbaugh comes down, Colin stepped away from the team with the new coach. And so I think that some of that goes to the whole controversy surrounding Colin Kaepernick and that whole taking a knee when they did the national anthem. And that is, we're going to talk about that, but I'm going to play the national anthem. I'm going to read you the words of the extended version of the national anthem that is sang before every big game, NFL game, before everything. Because A, it's seen as patriotic, and B, it is really a difficult song to sing, right? To do the ups and the downs, the highs and the lows, whatever you need to put this song together. And, it definitely is one of those songs that will challenge a singer and how they deliver in their voice and, their creativity and all of that kind of good stuff. But anyway, so here is the national anthem that we are discussing in terms of the Colin Kaepernick controversy, where he took a knee. So generally we know that when the national anthem is sang during a game or whatever, you stand up, you look very solemn, and, some people put their hands over their hearts. You take off your hats to show that you too are a patriot of the U.S. And so when Colin decides, you know what, I'm not going to do that, I'm going to take a knee. And he definitely had an issue behind that whole, standing and saying, to that Pledge of Allegiance, like with the words say one thing, but something totally different is happening in the same country, in the same land that is asking you to sing this song. So it's kind of like you see somebody with a pink shirt and you see the person coming and you say out of your mouth, oh, I really like this blue shirt that they have on. But it's like, no, they don't have a blue shirt. They have on a pink shirt. And so it's something totally different. So is it against whom you are? If you are a truth sayer, and people know you as a truth sayer, you would never say, oh my goodness, the person with the pink shirt has on a blue shirt, right? You would never say that. And so that is what I believe Colin was feeling. So here is the national anthem as sang by Luke Bryan.
To honor America and perform our national anthem, please welcome four-time Entertainer of the Year, country music superstar Luke Bryan.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the